Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really let Hello Casting Wardrobe? Y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not gonna see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, "Baby, you ate on this first date. You giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins." That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to start. I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yana Van Zam's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Hit me up in my DMs, and I do want to see if you had a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy. Jesus Christ Superstar. We are back. We are here. Y'all know that is my favorite part of the intro. Well, is that my favorite part of the intro? That's y'all favorite part. I don't know if that's my favorite part. I don't know. Maybe run me my cooch or run me my coin. I don't know. Anyway, we here. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? We are here. We are back for yet another exclusive interview with a cast member of Real Life and Music. Today I am pleased to bring to you the young, effervescent, incandescent rapper. All of his information you can find in the description box with his link tree. Has all of his socials and all of his videos and stuff like that. So click on the link tree in the description box. But I bring to you rapper extraordinaire from Real Life and Music, none other than VonDell. How are you, sir?
Hey, what's poppin'?
Well, let me ask you, is it sir? Do you go by pronouns he, him, his? I don't want to get nobody pronouns wrong, because that's a big problem on this show, God of mercy.
Listen, I go by him, his, but if someone says she, I'm not tripping about it.
Okay.
I feel like sometimes people do that sometimes people do it to try to get a rise out of you, try to get you to go there, but I ain't got time for that. What's up? You know who it is.
I don't want no glasses or plates or, stuff, silverware thrown at me, God.
Oh, my God.
Help me, Jesus.
Listen, well, Karma is not here tonight, so I think
Karma, chameleon. You come and go.
My girl.
Yoga. What is going on? We got some things to talk about, some
Uh-oh.
things to break down. We're gonna have a good time. So what is it like being on the show? This is your first season on this show. Did you watch season one?
I did watch season one. I wasn't a huge fan of season one.
Mm,
I
why
feel like
not?
it was it wasn't as interesting as this season. And I know it could come across as me being biased just because I'm on this season, but I honestly believe that this season is just lit all around. The first season to me was kind of stuffy.
Interesting. So what's it like being on this show as opposed to being a viewer?
That's an interesting question. I feel like I'm really good when it comes to reading energy and just I'm a really good judge of character. And I have been right about everyone that I have previously had a certain view of. So I've been on point with
Well,
that.
let's get right down to it. What were the views that you had? What were you right about?
Well, I was definitely right about how I felt about Ty. I said when I first came on the scene in filming, I said that I didn't care for her because I felt like she was messy and she felt like she was just a gift from God to the earth. And I just didn't trust her. But I also said in that same breath, I said, you know what? I'm going to give her a chance to show me who she is. That's only fair and right. So let her show me who she is, and then we'll go from there. I should have went off of what I said in the first place. I feel like Ty is not a good person. I feel like she is fake, phony, um, a lot of jealous traits, and pretty much just all the above. I don't trust her, and her actions have proven to be what
Mm.
I thought she was.
I mean, show us on the doll where she hurt you. I mean,
Child, she ain't really hurt me. I guess we can't say that, but what she tried to do was be a messy ass bitch, and I wasn't here for it. And I'm the type that I'm a very sweet person. I have a very positive energy, but I'm also that same person that you don't want to get on my bad side because I can give you nice and I can give you nasty. What do you want?
what specifically got you to the point where you have this animus toward Ty? Is there anything specific, or is it just her overall demeanor that you don't like?
Really, it was just the whole situation with the P word. That's what got everything going. We were trying to, I felt like we were trying to build a rapport with each other. We were being friendly. We squashed what was going on, like what I had said. I apologized to Ty about what I had said. And I said, I just want to,
What
kind
did
of
you
start from
say?
pretty much just what I said, as far as just not, just me feeling like she thinks she's just better than
God's gift
people.
to the earth.
Right. And I told her, I was like, you know what? Let's sweep that under the rug. Let's start over. Let's start over from scratch. We hugged it out, and I was, I felt like supportive of her at her performance at Pride. And then that's when I found out that she was talking about me behind my back.
Just to play devil's advocate, even though the devil doesn't need an advocate, he does a pretty good job his damn self. What if you were, let's switch shoes. You're on the show, a new person comes and they come out saying, well, I don't really care for Vaughn. She act like, the world revolve around her and she the shit. And aren't you already knowing that that person came in with that energy toward you? Won't you kind of already have your, guards up toward them? You're gonna be like, at least I know me. If I find out somebody don't like me for no reason, you better be damn skippy. I can't stand your stinking ass either. But that's just me. I mean, don't you think that based on what you told me, you came
Mm-hmm.
in off the block saying, I don't like that bitch. And so she naturally probably had her guard up. It's a show. You film confessionals. Production is gonna ask you questions to be messy. And well, she don't like me, so might as well go ahead and contribute to the mess. Could that not be what was going on?
No, and let me tell you for a few reasons why I say that. One, I feel like if that was going to be the energy, like once we got to the point of where we squashed things between us, and we were saying that, hey, we're going to go ahead and just start from scratch. That's what has been said in the past. At that point, you should have made a decision. Your decision should have been either F you, you said what you said, F you, there ain't no making up, or okay, you know what, let's go ahead and let's try to see what we can make of this situation and let's move forward. That's how I feel like things should have been. And the thing is like I said in the beginning, I told her, that I had apologized for. It's not like I had said anything really crazy about her. All I said is I didn't care for her. That's it. I don't feel like saying that you don't care for somebody is that big of a blow to where
You
you
know how
can't
these
go from
girls got.
there.
It don't take much.
You know what? You right. You right. But I felt like because of me not really saying anything crazy about her, there was no reason why we couldn't move on. And then the fact that, like I
Mm.
said, because we did get to the point where we sat down and we talked about things, that was your opportunity to say, you know what? Let's go ahead and see what we can make of this. Or, you know what? I'm good. So that's how I
Well,
look at that.
because she called you the P word, some people she called him a predator. That's just the point of no return at this point, right?
Right.
There's no coming back.
No coming back.
What's your astrological sign?
I am the spiciest Pisces.
Ooh, ooh.
We're really good people, but you don't want to cross us. You don't want to end up.
I'm just not compatible with Pisces. The thing about Pisces is they change every day. Like they have, you know how they say Geminis have two personalities. Is that Gemini with two personalities?
I don't know. I don't know too much about
One of them
Gemini.
is Gemini or Libra have two person. I think Libra is the scales and Gemini is the two personalities. I feel
Hmm.
like Pisces have 365 personalities because every day they wake up as a different person.
But let me
Like
tell you,
you go to sleep with one person, you wake up, they're a whole different person. Like, who the fuck are you? Who are you? I
I
dated a Pisces. My
I can
mom
agree
is
with
a
that.
Pisces.
I can agree with that to an extent because you know what, J Dot is a Pisces, but I feel like me and J Dot are completely different personalities. So
Are you a
J Dot's a
March Pisces
Pisces.
or a
I'm a
February Pisces?
I'm a March Pisces,
Oh wow.
but he's
Yeah.
also a March Pisces. But me and Jada
Mm,
are like completely different people, so it's crazy. You definitely get different personalities when
mm.
you deal with Pisces.
Absolutely. I mean, well, it looks like there's no love lost. Hey, everybody in the chat, I see y'all. Um, it looks like there's no love lost between you and Ty, and I don't know that there's any reconciling there. But let's get to the crux of it. There was a reason that Ty called you the P word because you a man of how old do you say you was like 33, 34, something like that?
I am 34.
A man 34 years old, and
Mm-hmm.
the young man who caught your eyeballs, caught your attention on the show was what, 21 at the time?
I think it's 22.
22. So he was about 11 years your junior.
Yes, sir.
And so let's get right down to it. Did y'all fuck? Because everybody say y'all was fucking.
We did.
Oh, okay. Who doing the bending? Were you giving or receiving? Were you playing offense or defense? What was going? Who was sticking meat in whose hole?
So Ja was
I'm trying to
definitely.
corroborate. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to corroborate the stories that I got from J Dot during his interview. I'm just trying to see
Hmm.
if I can connect these dots. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Ja was topping me while we had our sexual
Mm,
relationship going on.
mm.
Hmm.
He working with anything? The people want to know.
Yeah,
You
it's
took too
nice.
long. You took a real long time to answer that question.
I'm a very strategic
Honey.
person.
That's not. Hold on. I don't want to disparage that young man. I don't know him from a can of paint. He might have a real good stroke game and a nice slab of beef over there. I don't know what's going on all over there. But what I do know is you took a long time to answer that question. And usually,
Mm.
when somebody talks about a piece of meat, they don't just be like, "It was nice."
No, it's just I'm telling you, getting to know me, you'll know that I'm a very strategic person. I'm very much in my head on anything that, like, the way I respond. I'm a perfectionist, so it's just the way I am. That's my personality.
So knowing that you're strategic, you purposely said it was nice, just that
Hmm.
that way to let me know, girl, it wasn't all that. It was just nice. All right, ain't nothing wrong with tell mama about it. It was real regular.
Look,
I'm just taking tabs for the people in the audience. It was real
it did what it
regular.
needed to. It did what it needed to do.
That means it was real regular because you don't say it did what it needed to do. But it's no
You
problem with that.
also
Some people like, normal. Some people don't want their back blown out and don't want internal organs
no, I
displaced.
don't. I don't
Okay.
want that. I don't want
Some people
that.
don't want
Mm-mm.
their kidneys scratched.
No, I like to keep everything intact. Thank you very much.
Mm. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How you gonna say you? So you just you a straight bottom, right? You're not verse bottom or anything like that, right?
I'm versatile
But wait a minute. How you gonna tell him that? And you was on the show with your girlfriend talk about you blowing people backs out.
because I'm versatile.
But wait a minute. No, but the way you was describing it to your friend was like you over here, displacing people's internal organs and
Oh
scratching people's
no.
kidneys and
Let me
stuff like that.
let me
You was over
let
there
me tell
because you were
you.
like, yeah, and she was like, yeah, I saw it. Oh, it was real. I was like, oh God, I'm too young for this. Dear God, I don't need to see all of this. Lord.
I'm not fucking anybody's insides up, but I'm definitely giving them what they need.
Oh dear God. Dear God. So what happened with that situation? Y'all, you saw him at the showcase that they had with K Star on there, right? That was the first time
Hmm.
you saw him.
No, I actually seen him before the Mystery Artist show. We had filmed before that and
Mm-hmm.
just started our friendship at that point. We were just texting back and forth.
Uh-huh. And but wait a minute, didn't no part of the wait. Let me back up. Back up. Now I vividly remember a confessional where you say you wasn't feeling him like that, like you definitely wasn't into him, and then there was another confessional where you was like, "Oh yeah, we're a thing now," and I was like, "Wait, I'm confused. Help me out. Is that not happen?"
So what I was saying was is that I knew from the beginning because of the age difference between us that it wasn't going to be anything serious. But as time went on, we became more exclusive as far as within the group. The thing was is that we weren't going to. If we ended up sleeping with someone outside of the group, it was whatever. But as far as inside of the group, as far as filming goes, we had made a agreement that we weren't going to mess with. If we were messing with each other, we weren't going to bring anyone else into the mix that was in our group.
No threesomes.
Right, no threesomes. I'm not into
You want to go do like J Dot?
that. No, not at all.
Because we know clearly Jai is into threesomes.
Is it?
You don't
That's
remember
what.
he had a whole threesome with J Dot and his boo thing?
Well, I heard what was said from J Dot, but he never agreed. He never said anything about that.
You got three people in the bed. One of the
Mm-hmm.
three people is grabbing your man's dick. You go to grab
Maybe.
your man's dick, and their hand is already on your man's dick. Is that not a threesome?
I don't know. I don't know if that really happened. That's what J Dot said.
So we're saying J Dot is lying about that.
I don't know. I don't know if he's lying or not, but that's what he said. But me and Ja are still friends to this day. He has a boyfriend and everything.
And Ja
But
denies that.
Ja denies that. Ja says he would never touch J Dot. It would not happen. So
No,
there's two.
Ja didn't say. J Dot didn't say Ja touched him.
Well, he
J
said that
Dot
he also.
said Ja touched the dude. Now you know who the third person is, right?
I do. Ja was telling
Oh,
me
I
about
know
this
who the
when.
third person is too.
Yeah, Ja was telling me about all of this once like this was going on when he was at J Dot's house.
So they weren't all three in the bed together, according to Ja,
No, no, they were. They were. He told me that.
and he
But
didn't
he didn't
grab the dude's meat.
he said he didn't touch the dude or J Dot. Obviously somebody's lying because there's two different stories. I don't know. It wasn't that deep to me because we weren't, like I said, we weren't in a relationship and we're just cool to this day. We're friends,
When he
but
came over and stayed, so after that alleged incident, he came to your house the next day, right?
I think it
According
might
to
have been.
the timeline that we got from J Dot. And did he tell you about what happened that day?
Yeah, he
They
told
said
me.
y'all was filming. They said y'all actually filmed that day as well, and all three of them was there, like a throuple.
Yeah, he told me about that. He called me on the phone
Mm.
while J Dot was filming.
When he came to your house the next day y'all fucked.
I don't remember if we did. I don't know. We fucked a few times, but I don't remember if we did that next day after that whole situation.
How long did he stay with you?
He would stay with me like 2 days at the most at a time.
How long of a period of time would these 2 days in and out come?
Maybe once a month,
No, I'm
and it
saying
was
how
a
many
few
months
months.
span would that? 6 months, a year,
Two,
2 years, two
two
years,
or two or three, 2 or 3 months.
years. Oh,
No,
months.
two or
Okay,
three.
okay, okay,
Yeah, we just met. We
okay,
met during filming.
okay.
Hmm
2 or 3 months. Can I come stay with you? Because I need somewhere to stay.
You funny.
I'm You letting people that you just meet come stay at your house.
We had it wasn't a situation where it was like we just met one day and then the next day he came over. We started being friends and just talking just as friends at first. Then after the music artist show, that's when he told me that he was feeling me. He wanted to kiss me that night, but he said he didn't know how I was gonna feel about that. So
How long
then
had you known him with before he started staying at your house?
I think it was a few weeks.
A few weeks. Would you say a month?
Probably 2 or 3 weeks.
So wait a minute. If you only know somebody 2 or 3 weeks, you can't be letting them stay in your house in Atlanta. These people are carriers. There's a reason the
Well,
Centers for Disease Control is
listen,
headquartered here.
all my stuff, baby, checks out. I get tested monthly. I'm on prep and everything, baby.
Well,
So
not
all
just
that
that,
checks out.
but not just that. I'm just saying these people like to steal, stunt,
No, you right.
boost,
You right.
all kinds of stuff. And I
Hmm
know you seem like a very, well put together, like you said, intentional, smart, strategic, deliberate young man. This seems out of character, sir. Were you bamboozled? Did the cuteness get to you? Did he bat his eyes slowly at you? Were you mesmerized by the dick? What was it?
No, like you said, I seem like a very well put together person. I'm not stupid. I've lived for a little bit and I went off of my, how I was feeling and I felt like he was safe and he was safe. He ended up being safe. So everything was fine. But yeah, I
Did
don't
y'all
just let
fuck on the
anyone
first
just,
night?
no,
I'm saying the first night he came over there, not the first night y'all met.
no. Mm-mm.
Did y'all sleep in the same bed?
Yeah.
Would
But
you
that's the thing.
describe him?
You can sleep in the same bed. I feel like there's a lot of people that feel like you can't be in the same bed with somebody without
You
something
can,
sexual happening.
but holes get wet, poles get hard.
You got to have some self control about yourself.
Uh, I guess. Would you describe this young man as a hobosexual, like the other people described it? Because what it sounds like to me is it's this is gonna come out harsh. I love you down, but this is gonna come out harsh. It
Hmm
sounds almost like you and J Dot got.
Hmm.
If I'm looking at this objectively, let's say you were this your best friend
hmm
and the girl who went to the dinner with you, right? Or the
hmm
lunch or whatnot. And she come at lunch and say, girl, I done had this man staying with me. And you look at her like, Tavin, what? How long have you known him? And she say, about 2 or 3 weeks. You gonna look at her like, what are you gonna say? Tell me what you gonna say to her.
This has happened before with me and my best friend, so this isn't
Oh,
anything
and
that's
what did you
this
tell
isn't
her?
this isn't uncharted territory. But pretty much, I mean, it was like I said, it was like 2 3 weeks until he actually had came over to stay the night, and
No,
we
let's go back to your best friend. What did you tell your best friend when she told you, "Oh, I had some man move in my house after 2 or 3 weeks"?
hold on. So first of all, he didn't move in. that's the that's the one thing that people have been saying that they've been getting wrong. He never moved in. One, and then two, she lived with me. She was my roommate, so she knew.
I ain't talking about her knowing about you. I'm saying if she said, "Oh, I'm about to have this man come stay at our house,"
If she told me that she's gonna have a dude come and stay at the house where we were staying together,
hmm
I wouldn't have had an issue with it because I trust her.
okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah,
So you're saying that y'all never lived together? You just would let him shack up with you for 2 days. Y'all would go on a 2 day sex bender, take the little pills from the gas station, have a 2 day bender, and then go about y'all merry little way for another couple weeks.
but the thing was is we weren't having sex like that. So the thing is, I feel like everyone feels like just because I don't know, me and John had what we had going on that we were
You
sleeping
was
together
feeding
every
the
time.
man oranges in the middle of the park.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's how I am with Pisces. We're very like sensual like that.
You
See,
would
I feel like people,
feed
yeah,
the
people
man
get see.
orange slices.
I was, but I'm very Pisces are very like sensual type people like that. So I mean, that was nothing. We weren't having sex all the time like that though. We honestly weren't. Me and John have only had sex less than one hand, so that wasn't going on like that. And when he was staying with me, a lot of times he was staying with me, and like he would ride to like filming with me. We would like kick it over the weekend, because I was off on the weekends, but he would
Was
come
he
over.
homeless?
No, he wasn't homeless. So he was staying with family in it was about like 30 minutes away from where I was at in Powder Springs. So he had family that he was staying with. He lives in North Carolina, but he moved to Atlanta and he was staying with family while the show was going on. But then he ended up leaving early and going back home to North Carolina. But he had family he was staying with in Georgia.
Did his family know about him?
Yeah, but
Were
it
they
was
okay with
really
it?
they were okay with it. I think it was more of a battle just for him. It's like they weren't excited about it, but they weren't completely against it. They were kind of like on the fence.
Because I'm just trying to see if maybe the family said you got to get your ass the fuck out of here because we ain't with that gay shit. I'm trying to figure out why he didn't seem to have a home, because J Dot kind of alluded to the man was homeless and didn't have nowhere to stay, but you're
Hmm.
saying that wasn't the case, that he stayed with family. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of whether
Well,
not the man was homeless.
no, so he wasn't homeless. So he was staying. He when he moved to Georgia, when he started filming, he was staying with family, and then he started staying with J Dot. And like he'd be with me sometimes because it'd be like I said, we would just kick it and then like we'd ride together to film and stuff like that. And then it was also easier for him to get from J Dot's home to like filming stuff like that. It was a lot closer than where his family stayed, because I took him home to his family a few times, like twice, and he lived a minute away, like from filming from the Atlanta area. He was a while away, and he would have had to he didn't drive, or he didn't have a car, so it would have been a lot of work for him to try to get from his family's house to the filming locations.
Mm, interesting. Okay.
Hmm.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, I do it again. Me and John are real cool. Like I said, we're friends
Okay.
to this day. Like he literally called me earlier today. We were talking on the phone.
Okay.
He's a
Y'all
good
gonna fuck
person. He's good
again?
people. No, that is off the table. He got a whole
Why?
dude. He has a boyfriend now, and I think honestly, we make better friends.
Mm.
We were
Well,
always
that's
only
good.
friends. Yeah, we were always only friends, but I think we definitely want to just remain friends and just keep it at that.
So they call you storylines for they say, yeah, they
Storyline.
say you all about storyline. But your two main storylines, was Ja And then your other storyline was the OnlyFans, but you don't even have an OnlyFans.
I'm not doing OnlyFans right now. I was. So my OnlyFans was pretty much, it was on the surface of like what was on my page was like kind of soft porn in a sense. And then besides that, I was doing like exclusive content that I would send to individual people. I wasn't doing anything where you would just go on my page and you would just see everything right there. It was a lot of just teasy type situations. That's
So
what you'd
you
see
was
on my.
gooping the girls. The girls had to pay $20 for your OnlyFans, and you was gooping them and said, "I know you paid this good $20, but I need more money if you want to see something." So you was gooping the kids.
I
That's why they
was.
wasn't over there. They say if you go on OnlyFans and this and you got to pay for everything, they ain't going over there. And they tell the other people, see, I don't go, I don't buy OnlyFans. I stay on Twitter, and I could
Oh no,
go
yeah. Look,
and
I'm right
see.
there with
And
you. I'm right
Twitter,
there with you.
they gonna
Hmm.
post everybody's stuff from OnlyFans right on
Everything.
Twitter. So I'm not paying
Yes.
for all that stuff. I'm just saying.
Yes. I mean, Twitter's the best. Twitter's the best porn site. Like you go on there and you see every they put
You
it all
do.
out there. So I get
So
it. I get it.
so you was just gooping the people.
Hmm.
A mess. Just a goddamn mess.
Had to get my coin, baby.
So you talked earlier about being a truck driver, and I was looking at it on your Instagram. What is that like? What is the truck driver life like? Because I know that seems very contrary to your aesthetic. One may look at you and say, "That bitch drive trucks," and you be like, "Yes, I drive trucks." So what is
No,
that
listen,
like?
I get the looks all the time. Every time I step out of this bitch, I get the looks. But I actually love it. I really do. I wish I would have started doing this years ago. I love the peace that it gives me. I'm just by myself and I like being alone. Like, it gives me time to just think and just reflect. I love the scenery, like depending on some of the places that I'm driving through is really nice, but it's just really peaceful. I love it. I can really
Have you
work
faced
on.
any issues with the truck driver community, or with the with maybe some of the places you've gone?
No, thank God I have not. The people have been really nice. Like a lot of times, like I got my hair in. Sometimes I might have a little bit of makeup on, and I'll go inside of the gas stations, these truck stops, and they'll hold the door open for me. Like people are really sweet. For the most part, I feel like a lot of the people that are out here, they just, like any of us trying to, just get their money and mind their business. But then obviously you do have the ones that, are trouble.
Mm. Find any trade at some of these truck stops? Because the new school trucks, y'all got a lot of room up in there. Y'all can sleep and
Uh-huh.
fuck and have sex parties and orgies.
Yes, there be some nice looking dudes out here. Let me tell you,
And
I'll be like,
have you
no,
christened your truck yet?
I have not. It's I'm kind of scary in that sense when it comes to that, just because. So I keep protection in here, but that kind of scares me. It's a little too close for comfort for me, so I don't do anything. Like if I was to bring someone in my truck, it'd be someone that I know a lot better than just a stranger
And so y'all will do it all over the truck.
all over the truck.
I might have
Listen.
a story or two from a truck. Don't judge me. You don't know my pain. You don't know what I've been through.
Okay, listen.
Don't do it, honey. Um. So you're in it for the long haul. No puns intended. For truck
I
driving.
I am. My goal is to save up some money. One, I want to get a home. I want to purchase a home, but also I want to purchase a lot for parking for truck drivers and charge, whatever I'm going to end up charging for that. So I
Well,
just
we
need to
know
find
you
it.
gonna charge them. You already said you like gooping the people. They're gonna have to pay a
Okay.
price to get in, and then a price
Listen, they're gonna have to come with a
to hook up
coin,
the water
honey.
and all of that. You know what?
Listen, they're gonna have to come with a coin
You
because I need
it,
to be
it
paid. I need to be
supply and
paid.
demand though. You got to meet the people where they are.
Well, listen, I'm gonna give them. It's just gonna be a nice paved lot. We gonna hook them up. They're gonna be next to nice little fast food place or a little
I mean,
diner
these
or some
people gonna be
shit.
like, "Well, screw you. I'm going to Pilot and TA and what's the other little truck stop? I know y'all got
But
Pilot,
listen,
TA, QT."
some of those places you can go to, and they're all of it's paid parking, or there's only a small amount of actual free parking spaces. So it's like a lot of these truck drivers, they're not broke. So I mean, they'll pay if I mean I've done it. I've been there too. We'll pay if we need to.
Um, I just feel like trucks need their own road. Y'all get on my damn nerve. Some of y'all be in the far left lane on a 5 lane highway, and I'll be
Going
like,
slow
"What
as
the
fuck.
fuck are you doing?"
No, I get it. I get it because I be seeing the people too. I be like, what the hell are you doing over here? Like, get your slow ass over on the right side. Like, I go through it too. Listen,
Or
it's
I think the
crazy.
worst state in the world is Tennessee because I feel like every time I drive through Tennessee, every truck driver in humanity is in Tennessee in them goddamn mountains of Tennessee. I hate driving
Hmm.
through Tennessee because I'm always driving through the damn mountain and there's always a million trucks. And
It's
I'll
the
be like,
worst. It's the
ugh.
worst because those hills, especially like if we're loaded heavy, it takes
Hmm.
forever for us to climb those hills. It's so annoying.
Or if y'all going downhill, they have them little things where you can go up the
The
little
run
hills,
the runaway ramps. If
the
you end up losing
runaway
your
thing when
brakes,
you go up the mhm.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what scares you. I'm like, wait a minute, people actually go up them things. They be like, yeah, you have
Yeah,
to.
you
That's
do because if you
crazy.
end up losing your brakes, that's the only way that's gonna slow you down. It's scary shit. It's real scary. When I first started driving through the mountains, it was kind of scary for me. But now I coast to them now. But I haven't got to drive out here during the winter time, so that's gonna be scary for me.
Ice and stuff.
Right, that's gonna be
Mm.
scary.
Well, I wish you the best with that. So let's get to some of this drama with these people. Oh they say I got issues with karma. I got a hard on for karma. I just have a hard on for people who do the wrong thing. I don't like when people
Hmm.
do bad things and get rewarded. And y'all, they say production say y'all be over there windmilling for karma all the damn time. And I ain't seen a goddamn reason to windmill for her. Not one of these times. There haven't been a single time where she done got into a fight, and there have been three. Where I be like, yeah, she should have got into that fight.
Hmm.
What is going on? You talk to me because they say the production say y'all see it for her, and I don't see it. But I don't know what y'all looking at.
Listen, I don't know. I really like Karma. Karma and Lottie were one of the few people that I met when we first started filming, and I kind of felt for her during the first season. I wish she would have kind of stuck up for herself a lot more than what she did. And I think what went wrong is the fact that she kind of just let herself reach her breaking point, and she just held so much in. And then now this season, you're seeing Hurricane Karma because she's like it wasn't a good feeling for her seeing people talk about her the way they were when she wasn't standing up for herself. So now that she's standing up for herself, she's also like, well, damn if I do, damn if I don't. People are still talking, but at least now I'm standing up for myself, and I didn't like the way it looked on the screens of me letting people, treat me any type of way. Not that it's an excuse for her all her actions, because
Right.
it's
It's
not.
one thing to stand up for yourself, but it's another thing to be
Yeah.
violent. And violence,
Hmm.
it shouldn't have place anywhere. And I'm never gonna be a proponent of violence.
Hmm.
Because you be violent toward the wrong person, and they gonna meet your violence with violence. And I think she's been very fortunate, as much as people may say
Hmm.
about J Dot, she's been very fortunate that at every turn J Dot done kind of stood down and said, I'm not gonna go that route. But you never know who you gonna decide you want to turn up on, and they may take you out of here.
That's true. Yeah, that's very true. So I hope that for her sake that doesn't she doesn't end up in a situation like that, because people are like that, and it's the you go to the wrong person, and like you said, they'll take you out of this world.
You ever been at the point on the show where you wanted to fight? I saw you got into it on the last episode with Ty.
I
Um
did. I
and
did.
you wanted to go and give her two to the head, three to the body.
I definitely did.
I would have been talking
So
about you too. Sure would have.
So that word for me, that word, and not that word should be something that just makes you go into fight mode, but for me, that word is just along the lines of you calling me you accusing me of rape or being a pedophile. That word is just one of those. You just don't use it, especially if it's not true. You don't know it to actually be true. There's not been actions that really have proven that I moved in a predatory way. I just feel like you don't talk about people like that. So for me, it was a issue using something like that. He could like you could have said anything else. You could have called me anything else. Called me a hoe. Called me a cougar. I would have laughed about that. That would have been funny to me. But you knew what you were doing, trying to use a word like this to describe me and describe my character. And I'm not going to allow someone to paint this picture of me using this nasty ass word and I'm just going to sweep it under the rug. I felt like if I, in that moment, would have swept things under the rug and was like, it's not a big deal, whatever, sticks and stones, it would have been a situation where people thought that they could play with me. I think people probably already thought they could just because of just my aesthetic and what I give off. And I'm a very just warm person like I'm very welcoming to people. And anyone can tell you that from the show. But when you play with me like that, you're going to see a whole different side of me that I don't like showing, but I will show it if I have to.
Interesting. Did you address that to production? Her calling you that? Because that's
Production
pretty
was on.
inflammatory language. That's pretty incendiary, and that was there ever anything said or done? Because those are some real big allegations, and that's something big
Hmm.
for somebody that has an air of criminal intent or criminality to it. And so for somebody to flippantly make those allegations and for production just to let it lay there and not say yeah or even have something go across the screen, we do not, condone the use of this language or da 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 da, or even bleep it
Hmm.
out,
Hmm.
because who knows, somebody could see that, watch it, and use that to your detriment later on
Yeah,
in life. And so, did you ever speak to production about that?
that all what you said is very true. And then I do want to say that I feel like if I would have kind of swept things under the rug with that situation, people would have probably believed it and been like, "Oh, well, he doesn't seem too upset about it, so maybe there's some truth to it." But I did speak to production about it, and they told me from the jump, from the minute it was said. Now, I don't think that there was really anything done about it, but
Mm.
production was definitely on board with that. They had been very vocal about the fact that they thought that it wasn't right for her to use that word to describe me because anyone will they'll tell you Vaughn is not like that. Like that is not in his character at all. That's not him, and that's true. I'm not like that at all. So, um, everyone pretty much was on my side, even though you don't really see a bunch of support from my cast about the issue, but they know that that wasn't true. But the production they also believe that she was dead wrong with saying that.
And I say this, I tell this to production all of the time. I say you can't take for when you do reality television, what production has to understand and what he has to make sure to communicate to the cast is we only go by what we see. You all have a lot more information behind the scenes, but that it never sees the light of day. So we have to go with what we see, and that becomes our perception. And so that's why I always make those comments like, at some point somebody behind the scenes has to say,
Hmm.
yeah, this can't see the light of day, or say to that person, hey, let's retape that, because what's not going to happen is we're not going to have you put that out there like that with no evidence of that. That's not something we want to promote. That's dangerous, and that
Hmm.
could have long lasting effects on someone, their livelihood and things like that, because there's an air of criminality to that. And like I
Hmm.
said, the pushback on that was very light compared to the actual thing. So now what kind of sits there is that those allegations. And what kind of takes a back seat is the refuting or saying that that's not true. Because everybody wants the storyline. Everybody wants to know what was the big thing. And then when it comes out that that's not true, that doesn't make the main headline anymore because people don't went on to another story or
Mm-hmm.
another storyline or another whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
I completely agree, 100%.
So hey, go talk to production. Tell him, hey, can you edit that out? I don't know. But yeah, that's yeah. What I just lost my whole I had a really good question. I'm usually pretty good about keeping my questions. And what's your next storyline?
my
Since you
my
giving
next
storyline.
storyline, my next storyline.
We
Well, let
know
me
the
tell you,
we know the
honestly.
OnlyFans ain't a storyline. We know the John
Listen,
storyline is over. So what's your next storyline?
listen. This season is a wrap for me. There won't be another season for me. I'm busy working on other things out here. It was a
I'm
nice
saying in this season.
experience.
I ain't talking about you doing a
Oh,
season
well, I
3.
mean, listen, there's definitely going to be a still more mess that you're going to see within the season.
Do you fight anybody?
My storylines keep everyone's attention. I mean, obviously everyone keeps talking about me, so I did what I needed to do. I did my job at the end of the day. I got my peach and that's all that I'm worried about,
What
honestly.
peach?
So the peach, so when you hear me
I
say
know
my
what you mean when
peach,
you say you got your peach, like for Real Housewives of Atlanta, they hold up the peach.
right. I guess I
But
can
I
say my mic.
mean,
I got my mic. So
but you say you're not coming back next season.
I'm not. Like I said, the show was definitely a great experience for me, but I feel like I'm just moving on to other things and trying to elevate in life, and
What
that's
are
not where
those
I'm at.
other things?
Establishing myself out here with trucking. I want to have my own business. I want to open up a lot, and that's going to be one of my businesses. I'm trying to save and get a purchase a home, so I'm out here working.
Let's talk about the music. I'm gonna call out a person. You tell me if you see it for their music or if you don't. Let's start with John, since he's not on the show.
Uh huh.
Good or bad? Yes or no? You see it for their music or not? And this is
Yes.
it doesn't matter if you like them or not. We're not talking if you like the person. We're saying just the music. Do
Hmm.
not be biased or let your like or dislike of somebody, control whether or not the music is good.
Hmm.
So you say yes for Jai.
Hmm.
Vay,
Yes.
Lottie,
Yes.
CJ,
Yes.
J Dot,
Yes.
Karma,
Yes.
Chrissy,
Yes.
Ty.
Hell no.
This is what I'm talking about. Trying so hard. Who
Teddy,
I'm
what's
missing?
up?
Did I miss anybody?
I don't
Maybe
think you
Jamel, but
did.
he wasn't really on the show.
Well, yeah, Jamal. Jamal actually has a nice
Jamal, I mean
voice. He
Jamal.
just Jamal has a nice voice, but I think he's trying to pursue some other things.
They say he trying to pursue Tina. That's what they said on the show.
Well, look, I don't know nothing about that.
Mm. Um, um,
All I know is what you guys know. I've never seen it in person, so I have no idea. I don't participate in those type of activities, so to each his own, but I don't know.
mm. Who does your hair? Because you always have your hair going on. Who does your hair?
My sister does.
Your sister.
Hmm. My
Mm.
sissy, my little sissy.
Okay. Do you pay her since you got everybody paying you? Do you pay her?
I've tried to. She won't take it,
Oh
but
boy.
no, she just does it. She just likes doing it.
Okay. Okay. What do you want people to know about you after you're off this show? What do you want to be remembered about you?
All around entertainer, blazing the fucking pathways that I'm leaving.
That they could
Nice
come
as
stay at
fuck,
your
cool
house
as
if they only
fuck.
know you for 2 weeks.
They can come stay at my house if they only know me
Y'all
for
could
two
go stay
weeks.
at Von house. I'm
Yeah,
coming
come
to
on
your house. What
over.
part of
Come
Atlanta
on
you
over.
stay in?
Well, I was in Powder Springs.
I don't know. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know. I'm
It's
on the
about like
north
30
end.
minutes. It's about 30 minutes away from Atlanta. It's on the outskirts.
Listen, I don't even know. I'm up north. I'm Roswell area. I don't go.
Ah, okay.
I don't
Okay.
go way down there. Honey. I'll
Hmm.
be doing all that, honey. Um,
But what I also want people to know is do not let people play with you. I don't care if it's, people gonna try to play with you for many reasons. They could try to play with you because they just feel like they can, like they're intimidating, like they're easily intimidated because you're small, whatever the situation may be. Don't let people play with you. Stand on business, stand on 10 toes on what you believe in, and fuck what people think. Do you? I sleep very well at night, not giving a damn about what people think about me. There's especially with this show, there's been a lot of people in the comments that want to have their opinion. I get it, they're the fans, they're watching, but I really don't even think about it. Like I'm laughing at majority of things that are going on these screens. So
I
I'm
heard
I'm
you.
I'm good.
I heard you talk a lot about your future with trucking, but I haven't heard you say anything about music or you
I'm working
continuing
on
to
an
pursue
album.
music.
I'm working on an album right now. The song that I just dropped the other day called "Eat." There's a few things I'm addressing in that song regarding the show, but then it's also one of those records where you just kind of feeling yourself. You feel like you that bitch. You feel like you cute. You uh, taking these dudes for everything they got, and you just living your life. That's I do really fun type up tempo tracks. Stuff that you can just kind of have fun with yo bitches with, like that type of vibe. But I'm working on an album right now.
Who are your musical inspirations?
My musical inspirations would be shit, Janet, Brittany, Michael, um, Beyonce, Nicki, Doja Cat,
Since you
Aaliyah.
mentioned since you mentioned my queen Janet, what's your favorite Janet album?
Ooh, I
I
honestly
just went to her concert.
I don't have a full like album I love of hers, but I just love
Top
like
3 songs.
Scream with Michael, phenomenal. Um, so excited, and I would say all night. But I also really like Son of a Gun.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. I see you. I see you. I see you. Um, do you have any questions for me? People never ask me questions. I'll be glad to. They don't never ask me no. You have any questions for me? Anything you want to know?
um, let's see. Is there any like real clarity that you've gotten like where you before our interview where you maybe felt a certain way about me and then now after the interview you feel like you have clarity on something as far as what you've seen from the show?
I think that I wanted what I wanted to do was get you to on the record to uh really put out there why you had this young man staying in your house. I mean, you say he ain't live with you. He used to just shack up for a couple days and stuff like that. What
Hmm.
and you said y'all wasn't even a couple, even though you feeding him orange slices. I don't even know what that. And y'all walked up in that doggone studio session, hug hand in hand, like I
Listen,
don't know.
we had a little bit of drink on the way there, like we was feeling
Hmm.
ourselves.
Y'all was feeling on y'all selves,
Well, that
but
too.
that and also to explain um um your disdain for Ty, because I know there's some contention there. So yeah. Anyway, we have come to the end of our hour. I promise you I wouldn't keep you too long. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk. Anything else you want to lay out on the table that you feel I ain't asked you, but you definitely wanted to be addressed so you can get it out there for the people to hear?
Mm. One, I want to thank you for having me. Really appreciate you bringing me up and getting to know me some more. Um, Bitches will hate you for no reason at all,
Don't I
but
know it?
you just gotta keep flexing on their asses.
A
That's
whole lot
it.
of people hate me for no reason at all, and that's fine.
Hmm. Sure is.
Well, certainly, I thank you so much for being up here. Stay right there. We'll go to the after party in just a second. To those of you all in the chat and watching in the bushes, as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged. They're much appreciated. I thank y'all so much for being here, and we are out of here. We're going to go backstage. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all next time.